One of them is old, the other is not. Let's pop in the tape and give it a shot. It's time for Retro Reactions with Drew and Bryan.
All right, and welcome back. Today's movie is one of those that people don't just like they quote it constantly. It's basically built into pop culture at this point. Movie is The Princess Bride, And what surprised me watching this is how many different tones it manages to blend together, right? It's like it's a fantasy movie, but it's also a comedy, it's a romance, it's a parody of all of those things at the same time. Like it doesn't commit to just one lane, right? That's why it works.
Yeah, and I think that's also why it holds up so well. It doesn't take itself very seriously. It also doesn't feel like it's joking the whole time.
Mm-mm.
It's one of those movies where you can kind of watch it as a kid, enjoy it as an adventure, and then also watch it as an adult and realize how much satire there is
So
throughout it.
much, right?
It's so fun.
This one's a fun one today too, because we have a special guest with us. This is Trinity, and this is perfect because this is one of those movies that people have strong emotional attachments to, and I'm going to guess that you do because you picked it. So,
You love it?
yes. So, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Trinity. I work at Ava Piercing Company in Temecula, California. I am obsessed with Jewelry This Way. I'm obsessed with maximalist ear curations, and I'm obsessed with Bride.
Excellent. And then, what's your history with this movie? Have you seen it as a child, or is it an adult movie? Or
Yeah, definitely grew up watching it. It was like my sick movie, because he's sick when he's watching it. So my grandma would always put it on for me. And now, when I'm hungover, I usually put it on.
Amazing.
Great hangover movie. It's very calm and very fun.
Yeah, definitely is. So the movie starts out and opens up in a really interesting way, right? It's not just a straight fantasy story. It's also framed as a grandfather reading a book to his sick grandson, who shout out Ben Savage, or is it Fred Savage? Fred was the older one, right? Fred Savage, right? Yeah. Who's also in my favorite movie, The Wizard. If you haven't seen that, check that out. It's incredible. Anyhow, this setup does a ton of work because it gives the movie permission to kind of jump in and out of the story and comment on it and not take everything too seriously.
And I like that it immediately tells you that this is going to be a story, not realism or you're exclusively in a fairy tale, but one that you get to kind of pop in and out of with little interruptions from the kid adds another kind of layer to it.
It totally
I
does.
also
Yeah.
love the idea that our narrator is the grandpa, and some of these offhanded comments that don't make sense for this fairy tale story could just be his comments while he's reading.
Just weird
Just
grandpa
his little
comments.
thoughts. Yeah. There's a few that I'm like, there's no way that that's written in this book.
Yeah.
I love
Maybe,
that.
maybe it was.
You never know.
We don't know. So then we get into the actual story, right? So Princess Buttercup and Wesley, their relationship is introduced in a really simple way, and she gives him some orders. He responds with "as you wish," and over time, you realize it's basically him saying "I love you" without actually saying it.
Which I felt like is such a broad reach for her. She's like, "Oh, I realize he means I love you." I'm like, "Where did you get that?"
Right?
You're just making that assumption, but I see it. I love it.
Mhm.
I
It's
love
really
it.
fun kind of romance. Something that you would definitely read in a storybook.
Yes. Then Wesley dies, right? He leaves to make his fortune, and we get that turn, and he's supposedly killed by Dread Pirate Roberts. And that's the first moment where the movie the tone kind of shifts, right? Up until then, it's very light and playful. And then all of a sudden, there's loss.
And of course,
Right.
Princess Buttercup's dramatic. She's a princess.
That's what she has to be, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
How did you feel when this happened?
I don't know. I feel like I really start really resonating with the movie once they get into the trials with Viceni and Inigo and stuff. But this part, I feel like I'm Fred Savage at this point where I'm like, okay, so where's the action?
Right? Too much kissing.
Yeah, exactly. Is this a kissing movie?
Yeah.
Oh man. So we fast forward about 5 years later, right? And Buttercup is engaged to the prince, who's immediately suspicious. He's polite, but there's something off about him, right? He's not really emotionally invested. He's just kind of going through the emotions of this relationship.
And he's not reading as a villain quite yet. Something a bit more subtle. You can tell there's something off, and he's not a good guy, but he's not outright a bad guy.
Yeah. I think as the kids would say, he's sus.
Yeah.
right? As
Definitely.
the
That is
Hughes would say. Did I use that right in a sentence today? I don't know.
We're gonna give you points for it. Little
Thank
brownie
you.
points.
Thank y'all. Then we meet one of the best parts of the movie, in my opinion, the trio that kidnaps Buttercup.
This is where we lock in.
Yeah, I
100%.
mean, they all have very distinct personalities. They're amazing. I love them.
They're like the perfect trio. Zinni is
100%.
like overconfident genius. Inigo is calm and focused. Also great with a sword. And then you've got Fezzik, my favorite, our gentle giant.
Yes.
And the dynamic is just really fun to watch. While they're like technically villains, like I found them to be immediately likable, and
Yeah.
they still do.
Yeah.
100%.
I really like. So I haven't seen this movie for a very, very long time, and as I was rewatching it to do this live, I was like, "That's
our
Meemaw's
characters.
boyfriend in Young Sheldon."
Oh my God.
And what's crazy is that he looks exactly the same in this movie as he does today. Like he has just been elderly forever, apparently. So he was also the dinosaur in Toy Story. If you didn't know that,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Do you think this trio is more memorable than the actual main characters?
Honestly, yeah. Like, especially, I mean, the like whole fight scene with Inigo at the end, like that's like one of the most quotable lines of the whole freaking movie, you know?
Yes.
Right?
So yeah, I feel like they're definitely my favorite characters.
I get that. I kept coming back to it as I was watching, and I was like, these are the characters. These are like the
Yes.
ones I remember. These
Yeah.
are the scenes I remember. I don't remember Princess Buttercup for some reason.
Right. They're like the comedic relief, and that's what we all want from the movie.
Yes.
It's so good.
And there's so much. Yeah, man, this movie hits. So next we get the Man in Black chasing them, and this whole sequence, the movie really starts to shine. Right? You've got these cliffs, you've got sword fighting, the pacing. It's just super clean. It's easy to follow. It's super exciting. I love it.
And I think we all know that the sword fight between the Man in Black and Inigo is like the pivotal part of this movie. I think at least memory wise, this is what most people remember. It's action, it's dialogue, it's funny and personality driven, but they're having this whole conversation while fighting, so it's very visually engaging.
Yes. I love it. There's good little quotes in it too. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm not going to say it, but there's, yeah, you remember it.
You killed my father, prepare to die.
There we go.
That's
Yeah. I didn't want to mess it up. I would.
I just love that they're both like, oh, I'm not fighting with my full force. And they're like, well, I'm not fighting with my full force.
I got a little bit left. They were just really duking it out.
I like to imagine this is what's actually happening inside of like a UFC ring.
Oh
like
my
when
God,
they're fighting.
right?
Yeah, they're just actually having a combo the whole
Just like
time.
light trash talking.
Yeah, very light trash talking. Like,
hopefully that's what's happening.
You're your mother's second favorite.
That's deep.
Thanks. Yeah, that cuts hard.
I feel like I'd be so upset and offended over something so little.
So would I. And I'd be like, I'm an only child.
No, you hit the strings.
Amazing.
Oh, man. All right, so we get Inigo's backstory. It's simple, it's powerful. He's been training his whole life to avenge his father. There's that line that I forget. I didn't want to butcher. You killed my father, prepared to die. And it hits because you understand what that means to him, right?
It's not over-explained. You care because you can connect to that to some degree, and they just let the character carry it. Like he's got one mission, and that's all he's up to.
Yeah,
I love it. I love when he's like, there's not a whole lot of money in the business of revenge. And I'm like, the business of revenge, that's just his whole life. Yeah. He's made this everything to him.
You would think he'd be a better businessman at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
The money finally, huh?
Yeah.
Movie.
So we also have Vizzini's whole like inconceivable thing that is such a small detail, but it just becomes this running gag and it never seems forced. And personally, I thought it was hilarious every single time he said it, but I'm easily amused.
It's one of those things where like, the repetition of it really works out because it builds naturally into his personality.
Yes.
You really start to believe that he genuinely is just like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know if this guy's ever acting. Like having seen him in things like Young Sheldon and like his Toy Story, it seems like that's just this guy. Like he's just a goofy dude. I hope he's goofy in real life. I hope I'm not. He's like sitting here. He'll listen to this one day and be like, that's not me at all. But
if it is him, he will listen to this one day.
Yeah, maybe.
He'll find it.
Yeah.
He'll hear people talk about him.
I hear he's pretty active on TikTok Live.
Oh,
so,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah. We can
He
believe he's
battles,
sleeping.
you know, with Honey Boo Boo on a nightly.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, Honey Boo Boo and her family are on TikTok live, like nightly doing TikTok battles.
Constantly.
It's insane. And
Fantastic.
it's not
I
just
don't
Honey
even
Boo
have
Boo,
a
it's like her
TikTok.
sisters and her mom, and
It's a
like
family
they're all
affair.
grifting. It's wild.
I
I'm
love that.
I'm a big Honey Boo Boo fan.
Excellent. I'll
Uh,
have to get a TikTok
I'm gonna
someday.
toot my own horn. I was on last season of the Honey Boo Boo show, so no big deal.
God.
But
Just in the
toot
background
toot.
there, hanging out with her.
Amazing.
Oh my god! All right, so we're gonna cut that part. The poison scene.
The poison
The poison
scene.
scene. There's this
Oh,
battle of wits scene with the poison, right? And what I like about it is it's not really about logic. It's just about confidence. Like both characters are trying to outthink each other, right? And it's more about who commits harder to the bit. And I love that.
We all love committing to the bit. And I
Yes.
love the like who is smarter, who can sell it better. It makes it so entertaining
Uh-huh.
because he's not necessarily trying very hard. He's just overthinking. This is overthinking out loud
Yes.
for long form. And I
God.
love it. I relate.
And his death. Just
Yeah,
incredible.
he just like collapsed.
just mid sentence falls over.
He really sells it.
He did.
Yeah. I got a lot of Monty Python vibes from watching this movie recently.
100%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
Same
without the
thing.
music.
Right.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it wasn't a musical.
Not another music.
Yeah, right. So eventually we find out that the man in black is Wesley, which is one of those reveals that feels obvious in hindsight, but it's still satisfying.
You know, they didn't try too hard to trick you with it either, but I was still
Right.
surprised.
Mhm.
The first time I watched it, this time watching it, I kind of knew it was coming, but I was like, man, that was crazy. The twist on that at the beginning.
Right?
Ugh.
I love how they reveal it too, which if we're not giving away spoiler alerts, then I won't say how, but I just
Go
love
for
that
it. You can
We'll get
spoil.
there.
he's just like rolling down the hill and he says, "As you wish," and you're just like, yes, it's Wesley.
Yes.
He said thank.
Ah,
That means I love you.
They've reunited at last.
finally. And then we get the fire swamp,
Oh,
which
My
feels like a
favorite part,
classic
okay.
adventure sequence, right?
Yes.
it's a little ridiculous and dangerous, but we love it. It's consistent with the tone.
Mhm.
Example of the
Yep.
movie kind of like balancing the tension and humor without leaning too far into either. Plus the giant rat.
Right.
The giant rat.
What is it? ROUSs? Rodents of unusual size?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got to bring back that acronym.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need to.
It's needed.
While all this is happening, we start to see Humperdinck's actual plan, and this is where he shifts into a real villain. All right, he's not just a bad fiance. He is he's manipulated events to start a war, which seems way too relevant for today's time period.
No, some things
Um,
never change.
Yeah, right.
But that's where the stakes get bigger, and it's not just about Buttercup
Everything's
anymore, and
real.
it's kind of about like everything around her
Mhm.
and her being the catalyst of it all.
Yeah,
Right.
Poor girl.
but at least we get to remember Buttercup again, right?
Yeah.
Because you forgot
Yeah.
about her.
I
You thought she was
kind
like
of do
Dre.
forget about her. I do literally forget about Buttercup. She's not the main character.
She's
Mm-mm.
But
not.
she should be.
Yeah.
It might be happening to her, but she's not our main character.
No, God no.
She's just on the side, like you said. She's the catalyst.
Mhm.
That was a good thought.
So next up, Wesley gets captured, right? And we meet Count, is that Rugen? Rugen, who is not subtle. So he's
No.
clearly a problem the second that you see him, right?
But luckily, he ties into Inigo's story, which is
Yeah.
a perfect way to connect
Mhm.
everything.
Yep.
And
We
we
get
know
that.
that the bad guy's got an enemy now.
Yes.
Right.
All right. So Inigo and Fezzik, they team up with a miracle worker to bring Wesley back. And this is where that movie leans back into the humor again because it never stays in one tone for too long. It is just all over the
Yes.
place.
It just kind of keeps shifting to keep things interesting. But this is where I think my big theory on the grandpa interjecting his own thoughts come in, because they just start making some jokes that are not relevant to the time frame in this scene.
That's super valid.
And
Yeah.
I
Super
loved it. I loved it so much because he was so incredibly hilarious to be this doctor making all these like weird comments.
Yes.
It was great.
I noticed for the first time watching it this time that he says MLT, mutton, lettuce, and tomato. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's like totally not that time.
I think that was
Super
Grandpa.
relevant.
I think Grandpa wanted a BLT real bad.
Mhm.
He's just interjecting in a
Yeah.
Mad Max.
He's just gonna add some dialogue in.
He's like, "Will you just go to sleep already, child? I'm hungry."
Trying to wait him out.
God. All right. So final sequence happens. It brings everything together, right? Inigo's gets his revenge.
Yes.
Wesley confronts Humperdinck, and Buttercup finally gets out of the situation that she's been stuck in.
You know, it all feels earned. Each character kind of gets their moment. Nothing's too rushed.
Mm-mm.
Love it.
No.
Just a feel good ending.
Yes.
All around.
Do you think it feels too perfect, or do you think it wraps it up just kind of cleanly, nicely?
I think for this movie, it's not too perfect. For most movies, it probably would be, but for what this movie is, which is just like a feel good, happy, sick day movie, I feel like it's perfect.
Agreed.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Had it ended any other way, I think I would have been thrown off by the whole idea
Right.
of the movie.
Yeah.
It would be too real.
Yeah. I love the take on it. Like, this is not a genre movie that I would enjoy in any other facet, basically. Like the whole fantasy,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
mystical thing, just not my jam. But the
Sure.
way they told this story and the humor that was interjected into it and how it just didn't take itself too seriously really amused me.
That was awesome.
I'm easily amused by that. So
But it's like it's the grandfather just being like exaggerative. He's adding a little
Mhm.
more drama, a little more of the heroicism, and then he's also adding, I think, just a little more dialogue.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
yeah,
It's
so
a classic
in a
movie.
way, it's almost like we're not seeing the real version of the events, right? We're seeing Grandpa's versions of the events.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the way he's telling it.
Mhm.
I love that moment where they actually show him like start reading in before it shows us like getting back into the like visual of it. And he's just like using the inflections in his voice and he's excited about it. And that's like what makes it so fun.
Kind of like fades you into it and then
Mhm.
pulls you out. I like all the little pull-out scenes where we get the kid talking to Grandpa, where we have to like pause for a moment. And he has to like think where he is again and figure it all out.
Mhm.
Especially at the end where he's like, "Oh, you don't want the end. It's just the kissy stuff." That killed me because I was like, "No, it's the end of the movie. They're about to kiss. Bring it back." I feel like the kid. I'm like, "No."
The kid's all, well, I don't mind. You can read it.
I'm like, "Please hurry up."
So, yeah, this movie, it works. It knows exactly
Yes.
what it is, right? It's like, it's not really trying to be realistic. It's just trying to be entertaining. And it succeeds at that this entire time. And I don't think there's like a lot of movies that compare to this or that have been made in that same jest. Like the closest thing I got to that when I was watching this is I was like, this is a lot like Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Which I know is like a very far-fetched, but it was like, what if the Wayans brothers took on like fantasy movies? Would this be a
Okay.
similar thing if it
Where,
was
like, there's
in the
some
early
extra humor
80s, and they couldn't,
injected.
so I don't know.
I love that comparison. That's excellent.
I see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the rare movies where it appeals to everyone and like
Right.
literally everyone because it's doing a little bit of everything. It is
Yeah.
funny. There is the modern day. There is the past tense fantasy element to it, but it's not so like all over the place that people cannot enjoy it. It's well done.
No one can be mad at this movie. It just is what it is, and it's unapologetic.
Ugh.
I love it.
I'm so glad you picked this movie. I was so excited when you had that on your list. I was like, we're watching The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
excited.
it.
And I have to admit, I groaned because I was like, oh, this is not the genre of movie I like, but it's cool. I've committed to this. We're going to do it.
I walked in and I was like, Bryan,
yeah.
they picked Princess Bride. It wasn't me.
Yeah. And it was super enjoyable. Like it really was cute.
It's so fun.
I'm glad you ended up liking it.
Yeah, for
You have to
sure.
kind of be forced to watch something sometimes, but like I said, nobody can be mad at it. You have to like
You
it.
can't. It's just so fun and silly.
Yeah. I mean, we have started scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to 80s movies that we can name jewelry
Right.
after. So like there are some on our list that we're just like, God, I don't want to watch that. But we're committed. So we have to. If we're going to review it, we got to watch it. So
What was it? There was one
I'm
week we
dying
did
to know
Field of
what you guys-
Dreams, which is a baseball movie. And I
Oh,
was like, I don't want to do
yeah.
this. I was like,
No, that's fair.
I'm
That's
over it.
brutal.
it's not a baseball movie though. It's
a ghost movie.
it's a weird ghost movie.
I didn't know
It's
that
a
off the
ghost
description.
baseball movie.
Yeah. I think it's
That's
a movie about lead poisoning in the water,
And
but
I would have to agree after watching.
yeah, if you want to hear more about that, check out our review of Field of Dreams. It's also on our YouTube
Our YouTube
page.
channel.
Oh
Real
boy.
quick.
So okay, let's go through favorites real quick, Trinity. Favorite character.
Inigo.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
Favorite
love it.
scene.
Okay, it's kind of a dumb scene, but I freaking love when they're talking about how to storm the castle. And he's like, all right, list our assets. And he's just like, oh, why didn't you list a wheelbarrow as an asset? If only I had a Holocaust cloak. Like, it's so like
Right.
random and wholesome and cute.
I love that moment because like Fesnik has him by the head, just like whipping his head around because he's like fully unable to move his entire body, and he's just like
And he's
lifting him
still
around
just
like
like
a puppet.
feisty,
Yeah.
but like,
Uh,
great.
I love it. Well, this is the part where we have to stick our thumbs out like this, and we have to vote on whether or not we like the movie. I think everyone knows how this vote is going to go. And on 1, 2, and 3, that's 3 thumbs ups. Like
Excellent.
you can't
if
get
you've
much
been
better,
here for the
right?
past like 20 minutes with us, I think you
Yeah.
saw that coming.
And if you've watched any of our other reviews, you'll find out like it's pretty easy to tell within the first 2 minutes on whether or not I hate something.
If we don't
Valid.
just start with
Yeah, we just start. We're just like, this sucks.
like, here's all
hate,
the
hate,
goals.
hate, hate, hate. Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I love it. This is
but
really
yeah.
such a cool concept, you guys. I love that you guys do this.
Anybody else have any last
Awesome.
comments, last thoughts, last words?
I don't think so. I'm just, like I said, thank you so much. You guys are freaking awesome. Hopefully, I'll see you guys at APP this year.
Yes,
Sure
and we'll both be
will.
there. Yeah.
We're gonna be there. It's gonna be awesome. We've got some really cool stuff coming. Oh, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Hell yeah.
So awesome. Thank you again, Trinity, so much for joining us. I
thank you,
really, really
guys.
appreciate it. Enjoy
And
the
your
rest of your
curations
day.
are amazing.
Yes, they are.
Everyone needs
Holy
to check
shit.
those
Thank you so
out. Oh my
much.
god, they're beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
I love seeing
You
those.
crush it.
Thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys have the most wonderful day.
Okay, you too. Bye. See you in Vegas.